Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for another makeup declutter series. This is going to be all about my blushes this round, and I'm going to empty this drawer which holds pretty much all of my blushes, and I'll also grab a couple that's just laying around my beauty room and we'll get started. So I just emptied all of my blushes here on the floor. I'm going to sort them out by powder, cream, and gel, as well as palettes, and this way I have a better idea to get started. So here are all of my cream stick situations or pot cream blushes, and I have to sort through this because I'm definitely not going to go through all of it, but these are also kind of my favorite formulation of blushes. The first blush I have is from the Beauty Counter, and this is in Hibiscus. This is a really nice stick cream blush, and it's also a very clean brand, so I'm definitely going to keep this around for a little bit longer since I just got it this summer. I also have 3 of these Ilia cream blushes, and you can also use these on your lids or your lips. I love these. These are some of my favorites. Cheek to Cheek is the one I've been wearing the most, but I also know I'm going to bring this one out in the fall, which is going to be the shade At Last, and then this one for winter, which is the shade A Fine Romance. So out of the 3, I could probably get rid of A Fine Romance, but I don't want to just yet because these are clean, luxury, and really good performing cream blushes, and I wear them a lot. I have the Sisley Fido Blush Twist, and these are relatively new and also really gorgeous as well. Buildable, long-lasting, and easy to use. So it's like a really unique texture because it's a cream, but it blends out like a powder. So again, gonna keep this. Sorry, not doing really well right now during this declutter. Next up, I have this by Terry Dual Glow Expert Duo Stick, and I have to be honest, I tried it. It's okay. It's not my favorite, and I think I'm keeping a lot right now, so I'm gonna let this one go. Pixi Multi Balms. I really like these 2 shades, and this is in the shade Wild Rose and Baby Pearl. So these 2 are really beautiful shades. Now this is more of like a contour stick, which I'm just not going to use because I haven't, and it's a little bit too much of a contour shade, and I prefer something a little more bronzy. So I'm gonna pass this one off. These 2 Lila B Divine Duo Lip and Cheek are some of the newest ones to my collection, and I absolutely love them. So this one is Be Fearless, and then this one is the Be Lovely. I just got them, so I'm definitely keeping these around, and I've been using them a lot. Next up, I have this Tata Harper Voluminizing Lip and Cheek Tint. Now I can only use this on my cheeks because I'm allergic to something in here. I feel like I should just pass it on so someone else can use it who isn't sensitive to whatever is in here. Now Tata Harper is a really clean, organic, natural brand, but just because it's natural doesn't mean you're not going to be allergic to ingredients. Like everything, everyone has different sensitivities. So while I do try to keep things on the cleaner and natural side, there are a couple ingredients I am sensitive to, so I'm gonna have to pass this on. I have my Kira Weiss blush, and this is in the shade Joyful. I recently purchased this summer. Dolly, do not eat my blush. Thank you. I'm gonna keep this around. It's a really great cream blush. I have a cream blush palette from Stila, and these are really pretty. These are lip and cheeks, but I just haven't used it, and I feel like it's been in my collection for a while, so if I'm still not using it, I think the reason I don't is because they're a little bit emollient, but you know what? Maybe I'm gonna put this out and try and use it up, maybe for travel and stuff, and if I still don't get good use out of it, then I will pass it on. Next up, these are more of like a jelly, liquidy blushes, and these aren't going anywhere. My Glossier Cloud Paints aren't going anywhere. They're my absolute loves. This Milk blush oil is really good too, and I just haven't used enough of it, so I'm going to keep it around still. I also really like these Pixi by Petra sheer cheek gels, but I don't need all 3 shades. I really only wear this one, which I believe is natural, so I'm going to get rid of these 2 and let someone else try them. Let's talk about some palettes now. So this is the Hourglass Ambient Blush palette. I love this. I just have forgotten about it, but I'm going to keep this around to hopefully get some use out of it. This one I believe is pretty new. This is the Becca Sun Chaser palette that launched this year, and I absolutely love it, but I do have a lot of similar colors, so I'm gonna just pass this on. Here's a Mineral Fusion Duo, and this is like more of a blush and bronze. Now I'm not a huge fan of this blush shade, so I think I'm gonna let it go because I only really like the highlight in here, but it's not worth keeping just for one thing in a palette, I feel like right now. I have my favorite little cheek face situations from It Cosmetics. These are amazing. I don't think I need all three though. There's my absolute favorite, this one, which is the Natural Glow. And then I also really liked this one, which is Instant Natural Glow. Now this one's really pretty, but I don't know. You know what? I'm keeping all three because they're just so easy and they look beautiful. So I know I said I didn't need all three, but I do. Here's my By Terry Sun Designer Palette, and I just haven't used this in a while because obviously I have a lot of makeup. So I think I'm going to let this one go as well, and it's really luxurious and beautiful, but I just don't need it. My Makeup Forever little palette that I have, it's the Jessie J one, and I love this one. These are really pigmented and blendable and smooth. So I'm going to keep this, and it's relatively new, so I still need to use it more. And then this one is the Natasha Denona blush that I got from Beautylish. This is really pretty too, so I'm going to keep this. I'm going to get rid of my Sweet Peach Glow from Too Faced. I just don't get enough use out of it because I just don't. So it smells beautiful, it's really cute. I just think someone else will enjoy it more than me, and I just haven't reached for it in a while. So here are all of my Marc Jacobs Air Blush. Excuse me, Dolly. And you guys know Flesh and Fantasy is my all-time favorite, so that's not going anywhere. But I don't really touch any of these, and it's nothing other than I just don't. I might keep around this one, which is in the shade Kink and Kisses, but I don't know. Like, this is pretty. Let's see. This one's a little too peachy, so this one can pass, and this is in the shade Lines and Last Night. This one is very plummy, not something I typically reach for. This one is very purpley, not something I typically reach for. So this is Lush and Libido. And then this one, like, I don't know. Does that even look like it's showing up on me? I feel like that barely shows up. I'm going to keep this one just to see it because I still like the color. But I'm going to get rid of these three. So I'm getting rid of Night Fever and Hot Stuff, Lines and Last Night, and Lush and Libido. Here are my Estee Edit blushes, and this one's probably too dark for me, so I'm going to let that go. And this is in Ember Glow. This one I used to really like, but it's more of a bronzer, so I'm just going to let this go. This is First Lover. I am going to keep this one because it's a really pretty coral, and it's called Koi Coral. So this one I am keeping. So here are my Hourglass Ambient Lighting blushes, and these three are my absolute favorite. So I'm keeping Dim Infusion, I'm keeping Brilliant Nude, and I'm keeping Incandescent Electra. Now these two I'm going to let go because I just don't use them that often, and this one is in Euphoric Fusion, and then this one is in Iridescent Flash. So these are going to Better Homes. Here's my collection of Jouer blushes, and I'm going to be getting rid of all of them because I just don't reach for them. They're beautiful formulation, but I think they're going to come out with something newer, and I just don't use them, so they're going to go. Here are my 100% Pure blushes, and these are some of my favorites. This one is in Pretty Naked, and then this one is in Mimosa. So these aren't going anywhere because they're gorgeous, and they're clean, and cruelty-free, and recyclable. Here's a Laura Geller blush. This is in Honeysuckle. I just never use this anymore. It's not bad, I just don't reach for it. So it's Baked Blush and Brighten. So I'm going to pass this on. I have 3 Ofra blushes, and I like their highlighters more than I like their blushes. So these are just going to go to Better Homes. I have a shimmery blush from Aspen, Novart, and Pixie, and this is Glowy Powder Rome Rose. I don't use this, so I'm going to pass this on. This is one of my ride or die blushes since high school, and this is Warm Soul from MAC. They did change the formulation, which I'm not happy about, but it's been a ride or die shade of mine forever, so this isn't going to go anywhere. I have 2 of the Butter blushes from Physicians Formula, and I do like these, but I just feel like this one's more like a highlight, and it's in the wrong. It's called a blush, but it's just more of a highlight. And this is a really pretty shade. This is in the shade Vintage Rose, and the highlight shade is Natural Glow. So I'm going to keep these around just because I like to have affordable options as well. A Tarte blush called Partay, and I got this as like a trial, so I'm going to keep this around, although I don't know about this shade. You know what? I'm going to get rid of it. Here's a Mineral Fusion blush. I love the small packaging for travel, and this is a pretty shade, so I'm gonna keep it. I have a Kojen Dough blush. I just don't really use this that often, but it's a really good travel size, so I think I'm gonna keep it and try and get some use during my travels. And this is the Too Faced Papa Don't Peach blush. Again, I just don't really use it, so I'm gonna pass it on. So I'll be keeping 37 blush products, which is a little excessive. I don't know, I didn't think I was gonna have this hard of a time getting rid of blushes, but apparently I do. So I'm gonna try and use some of this up. Things that don't get used are going to be going away pretty quickly. Getting rid of 29 blush products, which is almost half of my collection. I think that's a pretty decent start. I didn't realize I had this much blush because I don't wear a lot. So it's so weird. I definitely know what I should not be buying anymore, and I'm gonna find a home for this. I know a lot of you guys ask if I'll put it up for sale for like really discounted, and I'm thinking of listing a couple of these on my Poshmark account, and this way the money I make from that will go towards either funding something or like donated, and then a lot of these products will also go to shelters that will accept products that have been opened. I still don't know exactly what I'm gonna do, but I will update you guys. Don't worry, this isn't going in the garbage. This is going to good use and to homes that people will enjoy and actually get use out of, because clearly I am not going to get through all of this. So that is why I'm doing this, and I just want to make sure these products don't sit around wasted when I have so many left still to play with. So thank you so much for watching this declutter video, and if you want to see my foundations, my eyeshadow palettes, and my bronzers and highlight declutter, I will have those videos linked in the description box as well as in the cards. And I hope you're enjoying this declutter series. I know a lot of you guys are and a lot of you guys aren't, but don't worry, it's just one series on my channel. I have 3 new videos up every week, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and 2 videos on my second channel, More Serene, every week. So you can find me 5 days a week. All of my socials are at Serein Woo, and I'll see you guys next time. And Dolly will see you in the next declutter video as well, because it's her favorites to film with me. And Cooper's sleeping over there. He's literally full. He like wrapped himself perfectly and fell asleep. You guys are ridiculous. Look at this mess. I have to clean up this room.